I'm Chris Kubal. Here's a look at your local 5 weather impact forecast. We have temperatures tonight back into the teens. A mostly cloudy sky, but I do anticipate at least some holes opening up, especially early on here. We'll get a chance to see those temperatures drop. Now, overall, this is a really inactive pattern that we're in. A couple of subtle disturbances that we'll be tracking, but really nothing worthy of note. The warmth is going to be the big talker as we move ahead. We'll get a shot of that on Thursday, but it ultimately reinforces into next week. Here's a look at those temperatures again back into the teens with a bit of clearer air to lead things off for Wednesday night. Those clouds will be returning and taking hold once again for Wednesday morning. Stray flurries will be possible mainly over western Iowa through the morning. Temperatures muted thanks to the gray in the sky. I think we're confined to the upper 20s and low 30s once again. But there is that signal of change as we go into early on Thursday morning. You do see a passing disturbance to our north and east. We do have a fetch of dry air that should stave off these returns with any snow towards the Mississippi River Valley. But watch the clearing that takes over from west to east as we go throughout our Thursday. We'll get a chance to warm up and a little bit of an influence there of a brief southwesterly wind before switching directions. So any big time warm up is short-lived and confined to Thursday. For now, 18 degrees tonight is our overnight low, and then 31 for Wednesday. Clouds proving stubborn once again. We may even run into a stray flurry over western Iowa as well. Over northern Iowa, temperatures a mix of upper 20s and low 30s. We move down into central Iowa. I think those low 30s are going to be holding once again, and then slightly warmer in the southern part of the state, some mid-30s trying to streak in. We do have overcast skies, wind that is held in control. You'll notice as we do go into the afternoon, though, on Wednesday, it's out of the north and west with a gust that could rise up towards 15 or 20 miles per hour. Thursday, look at these temperatures back into the 40s, warmest over the western part of the state. That's where we get into that sunshine earlier and correspondingly warm temperatures. Now, ultimately, as we move towards the end of this week, you do see that that cold air does try to push back in here, especially so over the Great Lakes, but we're riding right on the edge. It does have a little bit of an influence, but here comes a reinforcing ridge. And we're going to be locked in this pattern, it looks like, to start early next week. Temperatures back into the 50s for the first time since January 13th. Now, in the first couple of weeks of January, it was actually robustly warm. We did it 4 times, in fact, where temperatures reached 50s or better, and we even reached up into the 60s on one afternoon. Now, temperatures are mild, and we're going to be running a bit of a fever, some 10 to close to 20 degrees above average as we move through the next 10 days. Right now, I have the most robust slated for Monday and Tuesday of next week, and we'll temper things a little bit by Wednesday and Thursday next week. There is signal of a large-scale storm system trying to develop somewhere in the Midwest, but far too warm of prospects to yield much of snow at this point. We'll be tracking rain mainly as we go through the Wednesday and Thursday time frame, still honing in exactly the time frame on which that wants to develop.